Hello everybody, seekers of fun, etc, etc. Welcome back to the gaming pantry for a video of some variety. Thank you very much indeed for tuning in. This is the Retro Bear on a bank holiday Monday with Bad Hair Day going on. Yeah, you've had a Conker's Bad Fur Day, this is Retro Bear's Bad Hair Day. There's no good angle. Well, you might argue there's never a good angle, but there is no good angle today, so you'll have to take me as I am. It's been a long week, nice long relaxing week off work, which has been lovely to do. But played a lot of games, done a lot of gaming related things, and a lot of sitting around watching a bit of telly, catching up on some programmes as well, which is good. So excited to do that. Gaming background is Spider-Man, friend or foe on the PlayStation 2, because it is PlayStation month. Go across to Rollercore's channel and he'll tell you all about it on his short video. No manual with this one, but this one I think you can team up Spider-Man friends and foes, which is quite interesting. Green Goblin, Venom, Iron Fist, Dr. Octopus, Sandman, Rhino, etc, etc. Yeah, so never actually played it, so I don't know what it's like. I wish I could tell you. If it's any good, do let me know. I'll give it a go. But yeah, looks quite good. Do like the old Spider-Man. Big fan of the comics when I was a kid, so that's all rather good and exciting. So I thought I'd do a quick video because I think we're doing some PlayStation content at the moment, and I don't want people to get bored with it. So this is what I've not really got an awful lot to show off here. There's a couple of additions to the system, the collection, but more importantly, a system edition, and we don't do many of those. In fact, I was trying to think about it earlier. The last hardware I actually purchased, and you've probably got to go back to the end of 2020. I'm not counting in mini systems. I'm not counting purchasing new equipment. It's a second-hand stuff. It's the used stuff. I think it was the Atari ST I got at the end of 2020. I think before that, probably would have been the Xbox 360 back in early 2019. So I don't have too many, but I don't need many. And this, with the exception of anything that would just sort of come out of the blue, there's one that will come out of the blue, which would be the PC Engine, which is never going to happen anyway, because you can never find one in a good enough condition to satisfy somebody who would collect one just for the sake of actually having one. So this one probably is going to be the last piece of hardware that I will add to my collection that I need, because I'll go through everything I've got, you know, at the top of my head, all the systems, from the 2600 through to the 8-bit micros. You know, I've got what have we got now? We've got 2600, we've got ZX81, got 48K, 48K plus, Spectrum plus 2, Spectrum plus 3, Commodore 64, CPC 464. Then I've got a 500 and a 1200 Amiga. We've now got the 520 STF, I think it is, STFE, Atari ST, and then we start, you know, and that's all the micros. Then you start looking at the consoles, NES right the way through until the last generation. Then you got the handheld, you got the Game Gear, you got the Game Boy, you got the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance. Do I need any more? No, probably not. So this might be the last one, because I've got no interest in the current generation. So, you know, PS5, Xbox, whatever it's called now, not really interested in those systems at all. So this fills in the gap along the way. We got it from Hidden Chest Gaming anyway, which I regularly pop down. And I see Dana again. Took Mrs. Bear down there because she had some stuff to sell him as well, which is quite what she's been working on. So that's all good. So I'd agreed to buy this from him before, and we agreed a price in advance. Had a look while I was there, and I said, yeah, that's fine. Even though Mrs. Bear did try and knock him down, I thought, no, he's already knocked me some, you know, he's already done me a price on it, so I will pay that. I ain't gonna tell you what I paid for it, because that's between me and him. But I did get this as well at the same time, which is an empty case for the Dukes of Hazzard 2. Daisy dukes it out on the PlayStation, because it's PlayStation month, and because I actually have the original loose game, which I got ages and ages ago. It does come complete with manual. I'm not going to open it up because the case hinge at the bottom is broken. which you probably can just might be able to see there anyway. So I will. I think I've got some spare front cases anyway, so I'll just amend that and get it all sorted out. And it might not have a crack. There's a little crack across the front, so I might have a better one than that one. And then that'll just go into the cupboard, which is great. It's not a great game by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, both the Dukes of Hazzard games are pretty poor. If you want to play a decent Dukes of Hazzard game, play Return of the General Lee. Again, it's not perfect, but it's better than these PlayStation efforts. I bought the first one of these, and it's called Racing Home or Race from Home or something like that. Terrible. That's no better. But I'm a Dukes of Hazzard fan. I would buy that. But I didn't go down to get it just to get that. I went down to get this system, and like I said, it's probably going to be the last one now, because I can't realistically see me buying anything for the new generation or anything like that, and it's just not viable. You might argue, do I actually need this? Now, a couple of people will know this already because I spoke to them about it, and you'll see now. There we go. So I picked up one of those, which is the Xbox One 500GB version. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't need. Did I need to pick it up? Probably not. But I'm trying to strangle my microphone. I really did want this. So it's got Halo 5, Forza 6, Rise of the Tomb Raider on the back. I really did want to get this because I've got the Switch, I've got the PlayStation 4. A lot of people talk about Game Pass as a good thing to have. I've got PlayStation now, which is pretty good, but a lot of people say that Game Pass is 10 times better than that now. Those who have PlayStation now and PlayStation Plus, etc., will be aware there's a bit of an amalgamation coming in and possibly a price change. And at the moment, everything is very, very tight for a lot of people. Just reading today, ironically, about subscription services for TV services like Netflix and Disney and whatever. People are cancelling those at a great rate of knots at the moment. So it depends what PlayStation do with that. Obviously, I get the benefit of playing Fall Guys with it, which is, although I do own the game for Fall Guys, so I bought that outright. It's not something I'm getting free with the PSN. So we'll see. I'd be interested to explore Game Pass. In terms of physical games, I mean, obviously I do like the old physical games, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that, whether or not I'm going to go down the route of buying physical games. Because, I mean, there are games I would like for it to own properly, but whether I'm going to go and, you know, I'd like maybe like the Forza games, maybe Gears of War and a couple of ones that appeal to me slightly. If anybody's got any recommendations, I'd really appreciate it if you could let me know in the comments below games that you could recommend on the Xbox One. I'd really like to know that. So I thought about just buying physical exclusive games, and I thought, well, you know, looked at some of them, I thought, well, some of them are meant to be not great, and there didn't seem to be a lot of titles there that appeal to me. I'm not going to go and buy exclusive games just because they're exclusive. So might be a work in progress, this one. I'm still not quite sure where it was going to go. The idea, I think, initially was to stick it upstairs in the second room with the 360, the PlayStation 3, the Master System and the Wii U. But thinking about it, it may actually be better off downstairs in the main room with the PlayStation 4 and the Switch. Because I was going to move my DVD VCR recorder from out the living room upstairs anyway, to give that room a facility to play some other media other than games. Because I've got, you know, video cassettes and I've got DVDs, but this probably has a better place in the lounge living room with the other systems. So I don't know. I'm really not quite sure now. I don't know if you need to see what's in the box or not. I don't know. You all know what an Xbox One looks like, which is that. I try and do it without knocking everything over. There we go. So there it is. Nicely looked after by Dana, so he's got a nice one there. So I'd be interested to play that and how I'll get on with it. Did ask a bit of advice from the TMB beforehand, and their advice was don't buy one. Well, actually, the advice of one person was don't buy one. I think that was Pete. We could make Pete fighter too. So yeah, so. But I think that might be it, hardware-wise. I think that might be it. I don't think I need another one. There's the control to go with it, in case you've seen an Xbox controller before. But I quite like that. It's yeah, it fits nicely in the old palm of the hand there. So and it came with some free batteries inside as well. I presume they're okay. Yes, they seem all right. So got some free batteries in there. But yeah, that's great. So nice one on that one, Dane. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate it. And also the empty box from my Dukes of Hazzard game as well, which would be lovely to sit on the shelf in my cupboard there. I can complete that now. I think I got the first one as well, which is good. So I've completed. I've got the General Lee game, so I've actually completed my trilogy of Dukes of Hazzard games. That's a strange subset. There was a subset, wasn't there? Yeah, so that's all I've got to show you, really. It's not very exciting, was it? I mean, last week I showed you a dance pad controller. This week I'm showing you an Xbox One. Yeah, they've really gone downhill, haven't I? But we have some interesting events on the horizon. We have, at the end of the month, regular visitors to the gaming pantry. I say that now because, well, certainly one of them is, and in fact they both are. Well, certainly be one of them second time round here. I've got hopefully, fingers crossed, if he's better, Big Game Al, and cause he's got the old COVID at the moment, and hope you're get well soon, Al. And I think North of Paul are coming down at the end of the month, part of their Midlands road trip, which is following on from their southern road trip last year. They're coming down to my part of the world on, I think it's the Friday. Having not been at work for a week, I'm trying to work out what date it is. 50, we're today, the 18th, aren't we, today? 17th, 16th, 15th, I think it is. 15th of April they're coming down, 29th of April they're coming down, that's it. Not the 15th, that's just gone. 29th of April they're coming down here, and they're doing the Birmingham area on the 30th, as well as the area around here. So it'll be nice to see them again. So there'll be a few shops to go to there, so that's probably the next time I'm planning on going out. And then the week after that, which is Sunday the 8th of May, which is really strange on a Sunday, it's the Birmingham Gaming Market, which is returning this year. We had one in September last year. Hardly believe it's been, where are we, 8 months since the last one. It seems like that sort of disappeared very, very quickly. Being held once again at the Custard Factory in Birmingham, the wonderfully sounding Custard Factory. There's no custard, and it's not a factory, but you know, you can't have everything, can you? And I know there's a few people who didn't go last time in September who are actually going this time. It does clash with the NEC Toy Fair, which is really strange date of why they got both dates on the same one, because a lot of people will know they collect toys, they collect games, a bit of crossover at the moment, isn't there? So people will be toyed between going to there and then going across to the one or the other. It's interesting. Or you can get to the Birmingham Gaming Market really, really early, get the early entry, be gone from there, and probably be at the NEC for about 1 o'clock. But you wouldn't get a lot of time around it. It seems strange to put both events on the same day. Usually the game market's on a Saturday, but they seem to be trending towards a Sunday now for some reason. So I should be there anyway. I know a couple of people already messaged me about going to that one. So I've got a couple of big weeks coming up at the end of the month and start of May. So there might be a few more regular pick-up video type events going on. Well, I'm not planning on doing much else until the end of the month, because that's obviously set me back a little bit. It's the reason I was umming and ahhing about buying that or an A500 Mini, which are very popular at the moment. A lot of people are picking those up, but it seems strange to say I couldn't justify buying the 500 Mini because it would sit on my shelf, whereas am I going to get a lot of use out of the Xbox One? I don't know, but I think if I set it up downstairs and look into it properly, like we have done with the PlayStation 4 a little bit in the last 6 months, there is potential there. Because Mrs. Bear plays games, don't forget, as well, and she's put a lot of time into games like Horizon Zero Dawn on the PlayStation 4, and she's played Wreckfest on the PlayStation 4. She's put probably 2 or 3 games she's put quite a lot of time into since Christmas. So it's not going to be a one-off thing. She probably will get some use out of this as well, but I'd have to look into that. So I've got a feeling we'll use it more. The A500 Mini would probably likely to sit up there with the other minis and just gather dust. And for that price at the moment, I can't really justify picking one up. If there's a price drop, like there was with the PC Engine, I will be on it. But we will see. We will see. I've got a 500. I've got loads of backup games for it. I don't. Do I need that one? Do I want to play games with a joypad? Now I know you can buy the joystick that came with the C64 Mini to use with the A500 Mini, but I don't know. I'd rather it come with a joystick, but that's me. But I know a lot of people have got the 500 and they really are enjoying it. So yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, it's just a few weeks coming up. In terms of videos going up, I keep saying the word content. Videos going up. There'll be PlayStation 2 video this week, which will be the games that I've played. Interesting twist on those. Then the week after, it'll be PlayStation 3. And then I'll probably do a couple of live streams over the May Day bank holiday weekend just to round up PlayStation month. I know it seems a really sort of backwards way of doing it, that it may run into the start of May, but sod it, that's how it's going to be. It's just going to have to be like that. So that's what's going to be done. I've also got a couple of podcasts to do on the 1st of May. I won't tell you who's on that one, but that's 8 o'clock on the Sunday 1st May. We're quite busy that weekend. And then also, I've got a couple of appearances lined up in May as well. I'm on the RGB Gaming podcast at some point with Ian. And also I've got I'm on the Micros, I think it's Micromaniacs, the correct name for it, on Nerdy Geezers channel in May as well, which is be nice to be asked on to do that, talk about all things 8-bit, which is lovely because that's doing a real resurgence at the moment. And along the way as well, I think we've probably got a quiz. I think we've got on Retro Bates channel, there's going to be a quiz I'm taking part in as well. And what else? Oh, Wrestle Talk Round Table as well. We've got an episode coming out tonight when this goes out, and then obviously every couple of weeks or so. So I'm a bit of a busy old bear at the moment, and I'm going back to work as well. I don't get another week off now until the end of May. So yeah, I've got quite a lot lined up. So there might not be a lot of pickups, but I'm around doing stuff. So do check out the channel. Check it out. I'd like to do some more of the Why I Love as well, because I know those two videos went down quite well, where I show you a couple of other things. So it might be a DVD and a book, or something else which I haven't got around to doing yet. It's been DVD and a book so far. I might carry on doing that because I know it's an easy one to do. But yeah, so there'll be things like that and content. And Commodore Corner probably will return in May when I've got through PlayStation month, unless anybody's going to throw me a curveball and say next month's going to be Wii month. It's going to be me taking part probably. Anyway, I've rambled. That video could have finished 5 minutes ago. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, don't forget to do the old comment, subscribe, bell thing that we all ask you to do at the end of it, because it's really nice and it encourages me to do more videos. And I'll see you around YouTube at some point as well. Do take care, mind what you're doing, and this is the Retro Bear saying bye for now.